Hey guys, so unfortunately from if you watched my last video, you saw that, or I told you guys that I had a nice video of my flexi rod fail and a braid out tutorial, and it all got deleted. Yep, deleted. But I wanted to give you guys some quick natural hair tips. I should lower that TV. I have Disney Junior on for whatever. Okay, so my first tip is when I say make peace with your hair, a lot of times we have these perceptions of what our hair is going to be. I know for myself, I felt new growth in my hair and it felt really nice. And I think Tyler Perry came out with his movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman around the same time I went natural, and I loved Elise Neal's hair. So I said I want my hair like that. I like the big curly look, but what I didn't realize was that when you get a relaxer, the relaxer messes up the texture of your hair. Also, every 7 years, your hair texture changes. My mother told me that, you know, I had nice curly hair, so I'm like, okay, my hair is gonna be like that, so I have nothing to worry about. I don't have nappy hair. But after I was 14 years old when I went natural, I got my first relaxer at 7. So well, I was 7 turning 8. So when I was like, okay, let me go natural, whatever. I went, and my hair texture in those 7 years changed drastically. I have all different hair textures in my hair. I have 3C, 3B, 4A, 4B, textures. It's not exactly for C, as people like to say. And my hair is fine on top of it. You can have fine hair and still have type 4 hair, just so you know. So when I first went natural, it was all looking like 4, and I did not expect it to look like that. I expected me to wash my hair, get up and go, and have the wet and wavy look. I had to make peace with my hair, and after a year or so, my hair started to come into its own, and I do love the texture of my hair. Okay, so my number 2 tip is that you definitely, when you go natural, definitely listen to advice from others, but also do your own research. And when I say listen to advice from others, I'm talking about people who's been natural, knows about being natural, and do your scientific research on your hair. Definitely, because I've been natural for 7 years, and my first year when I first went natural, there was not a million YouTube natural hair channels. There wasn't any of that. I had to learn everything on my own. There was one website called MotownGirl.com that I found, and that was my go-to website. But after a while, there was no video or anything, so I was in styling rut. I didn't know what to do, and I went natural in high school, and at the time nobody was going natural, so it was kind of like let me straighten my hair. I put my first weave in 11th grade because I didn't know what to, like, my first year I was like, yeah, I didn't have the support. So when you first go natural, go on these forums, go to these natural hair events if you live in an area that has constant natural hair events. I live in New York, and there's always some kind of natural hair event, at least once every 3 months at least. So go and learn, because if I had the support, and if I had the support of a natural hair community, my hair could have grew so much. My hair grew my first year, but then once I started pressing it, I bought a pressing comb, I started flat ironing it, I started putting weave in my hair broke off. And up until June of 2010, I was using the wrong kind of products in my hair, because I found out about YouTube videos and natural hair YouTube videos, and ever since then my hair has prospered. There's still little things that I would like to fix here and then, some bad habits that I do with my hair, but definitely get the advice of another natural that's in it, that's hair has grown, that their hair looks healthy, and has the same style as you, because not everybody who goes natural has the same style. When I first went natural, people who went natural were power to the people, Black Panther people. So that's what it was seen, women, feminists, and all this. So definitely, there's different styles. There's girls that are not typically the type to listen to Jill Scott and Erykah Badu and all this. There's some like everyday Black girls that listens to Trey songs that's natural now. So and there's different styles, so clothes, because natural hair invades your clothes, invades your look, so get advice from a natural that has the same style as you, so you won't look broke, busted, and disgusted, because your hair is part. I always say your hair is always part of your outfit, especially when you're natural. It announces who you are when you walk into the room. Number 3, you definitely, as a natural, when I was saying before, when I first went natural, all this, I had there's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna support your idea of going natural. You might think it's great, but a lot of people don't think it's great, unfortunately. And it's gonna be mostly Black people, to tell you the truth. It's going to be mostly the people that look like you that's gonna not like your natural hair. Just to be honest. So as you go, that has to take in a lot. I had people laughing at me, saying, "What are you doing with your hair?" And now, years later, some of those same people are now going natural. So try not to, if somebody's putting you down about your hair, try not to listen to the negative energy. Just do you. Number 4. Number 4 is definitely if you're gonna do like a hairstyle you've never done before, and you're going to a special, you're going on occasion, definitely try the hairstyle out 2 days in advance, because as much as natural hair is lovely and everything, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it looks a hot mess, and you have to be aware of that. You have to know that in your mind you might have a hairstyle and you think your hair is going to look like this, and then your hair sometimes have a mind of its own. So you need to do everything in advance to see how it's going to look, especially if you've never done it before. That's what happened with my flexi rod set that failed, that unfortunately the video got deleted. But I am so happy and glad that I did that on Friday as opposed to last night, because I would have gone to church looking a hot mess on Easter. So definitely that's one thing, and so Number 5 is to have a trusty dusty. I like to call it a trusty dusty hairstyle. It's a hairstyle that you could always straight. It's your go-to hairstyle. My go-to hairstyle is definitely a braid out and my puff. So I could always, you know, put my hair in a puff, put it up, call it a day. That's my 2 go-to hairstyles. When all else fails, I know I could do a braid out if I have enough time, and if I don't, if I'm in a rush, I know I could do a nice puff, slick it back. Always have your go-to hairstyles. And if worst comes to worst, if my puff is not working, I have no time to do a braid out, I have a wig. I have an emergency wig that I plop on my head that looks exactly like my hair. And nobody, you know, you don't be natural one day and then have a long wig, straight Nicki Minaj wig down to your butt. That's not going to work out. But I have a nice natural, I have a couple of wigs actually, but that is, you know, when I'm in an emergency and I know I can put that on my head and I'll be okay. Is to just enjoy your hair, appreciate your hair. Scripture says that when God created us, he saw his creation and he said it was good. So if it's good enough for God, it's good enough for me. This is how we were created. This is how we were made, with natural hair. So I mean, enjoy what you have on your head. Definitely enjoy what is in your hair, on your head, should I say, how your coils turn. And I really love black hair because if you just look at it, the coils and the curls and the versatility that you have with it, then you'll be forever in love with natural hair. Don't think just because you're going natural it's going to be cheaper. Don't think because you're going natural it's going to be easier. Don't think because you're going natural it's going to be less work. I know that was like 3 in one number, but I'm putting them all together because a lot of people have these perceptions before they go natural, like, oh, I'm going to save money, it's going to be easier, it's going to throw that out the window. Once I went natural, honey, let me tell you, I've spent thousands of dollars on my hair since I've been natural. Thousands of dollars. I mean, the products alone, some of the best products are expensive, and when you go, like, it's ridiculous, some of these products, but then you put it in your hair and you're like, okay, that deep conditioner is really great. I'm gonna put the $25 for that deep conditioner. But you know, you can learn how to do, you know, little tips and tricks, but you know, and definitely the hair is definitely time consuming. If you don't have time to work with your hair while natural, definitely either do 2 things. Big chop. If you want to go natural, like if you're you want to go natural, you're like, all right, I'm ready to do this thing. Sometimes I feel like, you know what, let me just chop it off and cut it off from the beginning because it's just easier. You can wash your hair, conditioner, and let it grow with you. Or you can long-term transition, but don't try to do the hairstyles on your own. Get yourself some micro braids. No, not micro braids, never. Get yourself some Senegalese twists, some Poetic Justice braids, and then deep condition your hair in between each time. Do what you have to do because wash your hair in sections. I mean, I've seen people who are natural that don't wash their hair in sections, but personally for me, it's easier when you wash your hair in sections. It's a lot easier to manage, and I mean, just listen to me and wash your hair in sections. You'll see the difference, and it won't seem like it's too much for you to do. Okay, and those were my 10 things that I would like to say to a natural. 10 tips tricks. Alright, bye.